After this episode, you are never going to have a moment of free time again. So, plan accordingly. All right, Mindset Monday. We're back for another one, and this one is going to be an important one. I just got a text message from a good buddy of mine. I spent a little bit of time this morning talking to some people on his team about how to use their time efficiently, how to work smarter, how to be a little bit more efficient and strategic in their communication, and how to get some more stuff done. And he followed up to say thank you, and he'd love to recap whenever I had some free time. And my response to that, which might come off a little sarcastic, but I'm going to explain it to you in a bit, is I don't have free time, I have availability. My time is never free. And it might sound cocky, it might sound sarcastic, it might sound a little off-putting at first, but I want you to understand the difference between free time and availability. Time is never free. Time is the most precious resource you have, because once it is spent, you will never get it back. And you have no idea how much you have in reserves. There is no reserve. Tomorrow is not promised for any of us. The rest of today is not promised for any of us. Okay, you need to understand that time, all you have is this moment right now. Once you spend this moment, you will never get a chance to go back and re-spend it again. And you or anyone else has any idea how many more of those moments you're going to get. There is no such thing as free time. Every minute, every second of your life is an investment. Okay, and you need to take this serious because, again, time is the most precious resource you have. So you need to understand the language difference, because language makes a tremendous difference in how you talk to yourself, how you tell other people. It can't be emphasized enough. The importance of distinguishing between free time versus availability. Okay, let me explain this a little bit further. A lot of us think of free time as stuff I don't have anything else on the calendar for. Okay, we're just nonchalant. There's nothing going on. That's wasteful. It's presumptuous, and it's silly. Now, I'm not saying that you're not allowed to have downtime, personal care time, time to rest, time to go for a walk, play with your kids, do whatever it is you want to do. Okay? But there's a difference between free time, which is all willy-nilly, you do whatever you want, or intentionally spending your time on things like rest and recovery. You have to be intentional with your time. Okay, if you want to learn a secret for people who are high achievers and high performers and who have the things that you want out of life, it's intentionality with time. One of the things, anyway. So instead of saying free time, I want you to make the shift. When you hear free time, I want you to exchange that word in your head with availability. Okay, and you can start lovingly correcting people around you. Say, I don't have time for free. I have availability, and I'll share that with you, but my time is not free. You are sacrificing a part of your life for this thing that you're saying yes to. You need to understand that. Okay, it's a trade-off. And I'm not trying to make you think that, again, you're not allowed to have time on the couch to watch a movie or do nothing. You can do that. Totally fine. And self-care is one of the most important things you can do. But again, it's intentional. You are intentionally taking time to take care of yourself. So here's the thing. If someone says you have some free time, and you say, yeah, I'm not doing anything, guess what happens? All that time that you were going to have on self-care and rest and whatever it is you need to recharge yourself for the week will get eaten up by other people's priorities. You walk through the rest of the week being pissed off because you didn't get time to rest or reflect or do whatever it was you needed to do because you were not intentional with your time. So rather than just having willy-nilly free time on your schedule, be intentional about it. Block that time off. I don't care if you block it off and say do nothing. Block it off. You're not available that time. Unless there's some critical emergency and you decide you want to make yourself available for that thing, You have the power to do that. But you have to strategically invest your time. Again, you're not getting this moment back. The time that you and I are spending right now together, you will never get this moment again. So I appreciate that. I appreciate you're spending a part of your life listening to me tell you something. A part you may not get back. Okay? God willing, you come home tomorrow. I tremendously hope that you have a long and prosperous life. But it's not in my control. It's not in yours either. You've got to be strategic and intentional about the time that you invest, because it might be, part of your last. And that sucks to think about. No one wants to think about that. But look at the track record. Every person has woken up every day till they didn't. Right? So it's easy to think, I'll have tomorrow. You've made it 40 years of your life waking up every day. So odds are in your favor, right? It makes you think, well, I've made it 40 years and I've woken up every day, no matter how hard I partied, how little I slept, whatever I did the day before. Might have been a little banged up, but I made it. So one day you don't. You don't control that. I don't control that. None of us do. So I need you to understand that. And it's not something you need to be afraid of, but something you need to be conscious of. Not wasting your life going through the motions, not just ho-humming it all the way through, but being intentional about the time that you invest in yourself, in your business, in your family, in whatever it is that you want to do. Okay, I'm not trying to change your priorities, but I'm trying to make you intentional about the time that you spend. Because you are spending that time. You are not getting it back. So again, I want you to make the shift. When someone says, do you have free time? I want you to say no. I have no free time. I have availability. I've blocked off this part of my day to do X, Y, and Z. So if you want to fit into one of those available times, I'm all yours. But it's not free time. Okay, you've intentionally blocked out a part of your day to do this or that. You got to get strategic about how you invest your time. Make the most of it. And include self-care. Please, by all means. That is one of the most important things you can do, is take care of yourself first. So this week, I want you to focus on the difference between free time and availability. Start exchanging those words in your head. Okay, you got to build up that habit, that routine. Whenever you hear free time, I want it to give you the chills a little bit. And you think, not free time, availability. There is a tremendous difference between the two. Okay, so focus on that for this week. Think about where your time is going. Invest it wisely. Rock the week.